Back, everybody. If you'd like to call us on Ask the Expert, we're with Robillard Hearing Center. JB Robillard is here. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Email us, ottawa.morning@ctv.ca. You can ask questions on Facebook, too. We were talking about this new technology, which uses vivid speech technology. The miniscopic aid is one you'll find on your website, right? It's one of the smallest that you produce, correct?
It comes in different styles, I should say, but it does come in the miniscopic style, which is extremely small. And in fact, it's inserted just a few millimeters away from the eardrum, as you can tell. On
it's really, if you look on the website, it's really deep inside the ear canal, right?
And that's one of the advancements as well. The circuitries are getting smaller and smaller.
Is that something people get used to?
It is,
having it in there.
It's not for everyone, I should say. I mean, there is a certain percentage of people that find it intrusive. So it's something that you want to try out and see if it's for you.
Yeah.
But generally, once you get around that second bend, the deeper you go into your ear canal, the less sensitivity there is.
Okay.
So very often it is very comfortable.
Okay. This may be the solution that Margaret, our first caller, is looking for. Good morning, Margaret. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Very good. Now, what's your issue? What's your problem?
Well, I have hearing aids. I have them in both ears, and I've turned them down as low as they'll go, but I still have a lot of background noise.
Okay.
Right.
So I can't wear them because if someone shuts the door or something, it just seems like my head's exploding.
Really?
Yeah.
She may have some setting issues or so on and so forth.
Yeah, it could be a variety of issues. It could just be the fact. How long have you had them for, Margaret?
5 years.
5 years now. Okay. So looking at 5-year technology, really there wasn't that much processing back then. So as far as the ability of the instruments to reduce background noise, it wasn't really around, or it was just in its infancy. So that could be an issue.
Yeah.
And additionally, it could be related to just how the instruments are programmed as well. I mean, there's a wide range there.
I don't know if Margaret has been in to check on her hearing aids or anything like that, but 5 years seems to be a little bit out of date as far as technology goes. Is that be fair?
It might be fair, yeah. Typically, the life expectancy of a hearing aid is about 5 years.
Yeah.
Generally, yeah.
And these days, as you well know, technology is going at a rapid speed. So your patients, your clients, may be better off getting checked even a little more often than every 5 years to see.
Oh, generally what we recommend is another hearing evaluation every 2 years. So what we like to do is just keep the audiogram, keep the patient's audiogram current.
Yeah.
And then reprogram the instruments to their current hearing ability.
Right.
So if it's been 5 years since she's had a hearing test, then it'd be strongly recommended that she get reevaluated.
Maybe time for another visit.
Another visit, just another evaluation altogether.
Yeah.
And just to give her just greater direction.
Exactly. But hers sounds like a common problem.
It is. And especially for going back 5 years ago, again, that technology wasn't around. And so it might be in her interest to start looking at some new technologies that would be able to address her issues of hearing and noise.
We're on your website right now. As a matter of fact, I'll go to the home page, and one of the things, it's called hearingisbelieving.com, and I hear it in the commercials all the time on the radio and so on. There is an online hearing test there for people to try. This is not anything close to what you do in your hearing centers.
No.
But it's a start.
Yeah,
right?
it is. It's designed to create some awareness out there, and it can be indicative of a hearing loss. It's certainly not nearly as reliable as it shouldn't be considered reliable.
No.
But it also offers the visitor to just interact with one of our clinicians. So what you can do is the test online, and then you can answer some short questions and email the results to one of our clinicians, to one of our audiologists.
Right.
Should you have any questions, you can ask some questions to a clinician, and it just kind of gets the ball rolling, really.
It's easy to do.
Very easy to do,
You can also read about all the recent technologies, all the things that you guys are up to, the things that have come to light recently. There's no question about that. There are even apps for hearing aids. Is that right?
There is, yeah, and and we do have a webpage for that. So that's ongoingly being developed.
What do the apps do?
Generally what they do is they use wireless technology, so they just enable you to use your smartphone as a remote control for your hearing aids.
Oh.
And that's what you're seeing. That's what they're coming out for.
Wow.
So, and additionally, there's some other hearing tests, or online hearing test applications that you
Right.
can download, that you can try out. The hearing coach is one, for instance.
Right.
But the vast majority of them are just remote controls.
Really?
And they're being done by Apple, so typically, as long as you've got iTunes on your smartphone, you should be able to use them.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And you know the iPhone has a headphone plug-in,
Yeah.
so I can see how they could test hearing and do all that sort of thing.
It's probable that Apple is getting into our industry in the near future.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
We'll take a break, but there's one more segment, one more opportunity for you to ask questions here on Ask the Expert with Robillard Hearing Centers. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. If you want to know about the latest in technology, and feel free to ask, you can email us or Facebook us. If you want to visit Robillard Hearing Centers, which may be in your best interest, there are their locations, Hazeldean Mall, MacArthur Avenue, and Carling Avenue. And also the website, which is really well done and very informative, hearingisbelieving.com. More of Ask the Expert with Robillard Hearing Centers after this.